Hello my crafty friends, it's Beverly here over at Crafting Chaos, and I'm just here to show you that you can use even Canvas Workspace on the go. So if you're on the move and suddenly something pops into your head and you think, oh, I want to get this idea down while I'm thinking about it, you can just do it on your iPhone or similar if you've got access to the internet, because you will be able to access the app from your iPhone. So what I'm going to do first of all is go on to Canvas Workspace. So all I did is went to Canvas Workspace and I'm going to start a new project. Now you'll see it loads up with the similar sort of thing, but obviously because of the limited screen space, your icons are in a slightly different place even though they are the same. So I'm just going to say OK to that, and just to run you through, all of your things that you need are at the bottom of the screen. So you've got download, project, edit, view. You've got the selection tool, the move tool, the node tool, the drawing tool. You've got your properties box, which is here. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to start a new project. So I'm going to just bring on a tracing element. So I'm going to bring on a stencil, and I've just saved a photograph from let me think, what's it called, stencil, freestencil.com, and it's a picture of a Union Jack. So you've seen me use this before, and I'm going to get a preview of the tracing, so we can hit preview and see what we get. It's taking its time, and that's not picked up too much, so I'm just going to lower down the number of colours and try again, see if we can get any more. I'll try it in colour mode and do it once more. See, sometimes it traces better than others, and now we've got the trace. So I needed to do it in colour on a number of colours too, because that's the thing. And then I'm going to say OK, and I can see it selected some of the words here, but I can deal with that later. So I'm going to say OK. Do I want the picture? No, I don't. And that will bring it onto my mat. So now I've got this onto my mat, and what I can see here is I've got that bit twice because it's a double thick line, you can see, and I seem to have drawn something there, so I'm just going to delete that. And again I'm going to zoom in. Now to zoom in, it's the same sort of principle, or you can do it with using your 2-finger approach on the iPhone touchscreen. You can just drag it out, and I'm going to double click here to expose the nodes. I've actually got it all in bits at the minute, so I'm going to group everything. So I'm going to select everything, I'm going to edit, and I'm going to group, and then I'm going to double click to expose the nodes. I've gone on to matte objects, so just hang on while I just get rid of that. And we're going to try to get rid of these now little bits that we don't want by selecting them, just going to zoom in just a little, go back onto select that one and stick that in the bin. Then I'm going to drag it back down to the mat. I'm going to just double click, and what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to bring on a basic rectangle. So I need to add a shape. So if we click on this arrow at the side, you can get on the basic shapes and bring on a basic rectangle. Send those back. I've brought on 2 by accident. It's very sensitive when you're doing this on. Just going to move it so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to just bring that on, and I'm going to resize till it's just slightly bigger than my Union flag. And again, like I say, you've got got to play around a little bit because it is limited space. I'm just going to select everything, and I'm going to edit and line up on the vertical, edit, line up on the horizontal axes, and then making sure that the Union flag is on top and the thick squares at the bottom. So if they're not, we can send that to the bottom by edit and stick it on the bottom by clicking that icon. So now that when I click on that, it's edit and send it to the very back. Oops, you accidentally moved it then. So I'm just going to give that some colour so I can see what's happening, because I have a feeling it still feels like it's on top. I'm just going to select it. I'm going to go edit and send it to the bottom. Now that's on the bottom. Then I'm going to go select both shapes, edit, process the overlap and subtract. And that's punched out that bit. Now, it seems to me that this bit in the middle, if I just go back a step until we get to that and just edit and redo the last step where we punched it out. Now, I'm going to select everything and I'm going to go on edit and I'm going to break it apart, because I think we've got, let's just get rid of that. Just going to edit and group those and move them up to the side. And I've still got something residual over on my mat over there, so I'm just going to go over there, select it and stick it in the bin. So I'm using the hand tool to do that, and then I can select the object. Okay, so now let's just put some colour in that and see where we're up to. Okay, so we've got part of it punched and part of it not. So let's just edit, sorry, properties box, no, edit. It's difficult to remember where things are when, okay, break it apart. So now we should be able to get rid of all the pieces, which we can. Delete that now. And I'm just gonna view, fit to mat, get rid of the properties box, and I want to move the flag back onto the thing. So now you can see that we've got the Union flag, and we can now resize it, make it taller and wider, whatever. And that was all done just on the iPhone. So people were asking about accessing Canvas, and there's lots of ways you can do it on your iPhone, your iPad, your computer. You can download it for Mac users, PC users. But I like, sometimes things pop into my head, and if I don't get them down straight away, I forget, and then and it's too late. So then all you do is go on to project and give the project a title. So we call it, say, flag, and I can hit save, which saves it not to my phone but to obviously Canvas Workspace in. So if I go on my projects, all the projects that I've ever made will now be on, that I've done online, will be up here. So now that's saved, and I could, if I wanted, go on project and I could download it, and it gives me the option to download, sorry, not that one, project, down. So hit the download button and you get the options to select the transfer method. Either I could download it if I was on PC, but I'm clearly not, but I can send it directly to my scan and cut, and it'll be waiting for me online when I open up my scan and cut. So I hope that's given you a few more options for using Canvas Workspace. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks!